As the golden sun rose over the sprawling city of Lagos, Nigeria, its bustling streets came alive with the sounds of commerce and life. In the heart of this vibrant metropolis stood the grand palace of King Olu, a revered ruler known for his wisdom and compassion. His reign brought stability and prosperity to the kingdom, earning him the love and respect of his people. The wise King Olu did not allow tribalism and bigotry to sway his understanding of the power of unity, oneness, and patriotism for the love of his country, Nigeria. King Olu demonstrated this in marrying the love of his life, Queen Igbo from the eastern part of the country. That's why his only daughter bears the name Ngozi, which means Ibukun in Yoruba and blessing in English. Within the palace walls dwelled Princess Ngozi, the jewel of Lagos, and King Olu's cherished daughter. With her radiant smile and graceful demeanor, Princess Ngozi captured the hearts of all who beheld her. But beneath her beauty lay a sharp intellect and a fierce spirit, traits that made her a beloved figure in her own right. As Princess Ngozi moved through the palace corridors, her mind often wandered to thoughts of love and companionship. Despite the lavish attention of suitors from across the land, she yearned for a connection that transcended superficiality, a love that would touch her soul and ignite her spirit. Amidst Lagos's bustling streets and the opulence of the royal palace, Princess Ngozi's search for true love began, a quest that would lead her on a journey of discovery, sacrifice, and ultimately triumph. As word spread of Princess Ngozi's beauty and grace, suitors from far and wide made their way to the grand city of Lagos, each hoping to win her hand in marriage and claim the title of prince consort. From the northern plains to the coastal regions of the south, noblemen and princes arrived, their retinues heralding their arrival with pomp and ceremony. The streets of Lagos buzzed with excitement as the suitors paraded through the city, their extravagant attire and noble steeds drawing the attention of curious onlookers. In the palace courtyard, they presented lavish gifts and declarations of love, each vying for Princess Ngozi's favor. Yet, despite the grandeur of their gestures and the allure of their promises, Princess Ngozi remained unmoved. With a discerning eye and a keen sense of intuition, she saw through the facade of wealth and status, searching instead for a connection that resonated with her heart and soul. One by one, the suitors were dismissed, their hopes dashed by Princess Ngozi's polite but firm refusal. Some left with wounded pride, while others begrudgingly accepted defeat, realizing that they could not win the heart of the princess with mere trinkets and flattery. As the procession of suitors dwindled and the palace returned to its tranquil state, Princess Ngozi's reluctance to accept any of them remained unchanged. Though her search for true love seemed futile, she refused to settle for anything less than a love that was pure, genuine, and deeply meaningful. As the sun cast its golden glow over the bustling streets of Lagos, the city buzzed with anticipation. News had spread far and wide that Princess Ngozi, the beloved daughter of King Olu, was ready to entertain suitors from distant lands. From the rolling hills of the west to the lush forests of the east, noblemen journeyed to Lagos, their hearts set on winning the hand of the kingdom's cherished princess. The city gates welcomed a procession of finely dressed noblemen, their entourages trailing behind them in a display of wealth and status. Each suitor came bearing gifts, eager to impress Princess Ngozi with tokens of their affection. A tapestry from the northern realms, jewels from the southern coast, and exotic spices from the distant east. In the opulent halls of the royal palace, Princess Ngozi greeted each suitor with grace and courtesy, her discerning eye carefully observing their every gesture and word. Though their intentions were noble and their offerings grand, she could not shake the feeling of unease that settled in her heart. One by one, the suitors presented their gifts and professed their love, each hoping to capture Princess Ngozi's attention and win her favor. But despite their best efforts, none could kindle the flame of passion in her heart. Their words rang hollow, their gestures empty, and Princess Ngozi remained steadfast in her reluctance to accept any of them as her betrothed. As the days passed and the parade of suitors continued, Princess Ngozi's resolves only strengthened. Though her father urged her to consider the offers before her, she knew that true love could not be bought with riches or won through grand displays of affection. Her heart longed for a connection that transcended material wealth, a love that was built on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. And so, Princess Ngozi remained resolute in her quest for true love, trusting that in time, the right suitor would come, one whose love would be as deep and boundless as the ocean that stretched beyond the city walls. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the Lagos Lagoon, Princess Ngozi found herself drawn to the tranquil waters that mirrored the sky above. With a heavy heart weighed down by the pressure of choosing a suitor, she sought solace in the quiet beauty of the lagoon. As she gazed out across the shimmering expanse, a figure emerged from the mist, his form ethereal and his presence mysterious. It was Olanrewaju, the ghostly warrior whose legend had been whispered through the ages, a guardian spirit said to watch over the kingdom in times of need. At first, Princess Ngozi's heart fluttered with fear at the sight of the spectral figure. But as Olanrewaju drew nearer, a sense of calm washed over her. There was something about him, a quiet strength, a gentle kindness, that eased her apprehension and drew her closer. With a tentative smile, Princess Ngozi greeted Olanrewaju, her voice soft but steady. To her surprise, he responded with warmth and familiarity, as though they were old friends reunited after years apart. In his eyes, she saw a wisdom far beyond his ghostly form, a depth of understanding that resonated with her own soul. As they spoke beneath the moonlit sky, Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju found themselves immersed in conversation, their words flowing freely, like water rushing over smooth stones. They spoke of dreams and desires, fears and aspirations, finding common ground in their shared love for Lagos and its people. With each passing moment, the spark of connection between them grew stronger, igniting a flame of affection that neither could deny. Though separated by the boundaries of the mortal and spiritual realms, Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju found solace in each other's presence, their bond transcending the barriers that divided them. As the night wore on and the stars danced overhead, Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju shared a moment of profound understanding, a silent promise of companionship and support that would endure whatever challenges lay ahead. In each other, they had found not only solace, but also hope, as a beacon of light guiding them through the darkness that threatened to engulf their world. As Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju's bond deepened, they found themselves drawn to each other with an irresistible magnetism that defied logic and reason. Despite the whispers of skepticism and disapproval that echoed through the palace corridors, their clandestine meetings continued in secret, hidden from prying eyes and judgmental gazes. Under the cover of night, Princess Ngozi would steal away from the confines of the palace walls, her heart pounding with anticipation as she made her way to the shores of the Lagos Lagoon. There, she would find Olanrewaju waiting for her, his presence a comforting beacon in the darkness. In the quiet solitude of their meetings, Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju shared moments of unspoken understanding and unwavering affection. They spoke of their hopes and dreams, their fears and uncertainties, finding solace in each other's arms as they navigated the complexities of their forbidden love. But even in their moments of bliss, the spectre of skepticism and disapproval loomed large. Rumors spread like wildfire through the palace, casting doubt on the legitimacy of Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju's relationship. Courtiers whispered behind closed doors, questioning the wisdom of a union between a mortal princess and a ghostly warrior. King Olu, though wise and fair, could not ignore the murmurs of dissent that threatened to undermine the stability of his kingdom. With a heavy heart, he approached Princess Ngozi, his voice tinged with concern as he urged her to reconsider her attachment to Olanrewaju. But Princess Ngozi, undeterred by the skepticism of others, remained steadfast in her love for Olanrewaju. With tears in her eyes and conviction in her heart, she pleaded with her father to understand the depth of her feelings. A love that transcended the boundaries of mortality and defied the conventions of society. Though King Olu struggled to comprehend the complexities of his daughter's emotions, he could not deny the sincerity of her love. With a sigh of resignation, he offered his blessing to Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju, knowing that their bond was forged not by duty or obligation, but by the purest of intentions, a love that would endure the tests of time and adversity. As whispers of impending doom swept through the city of Lagos, Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju found themselves facing a new and daunting challenge. A threat that loomed on the horizon like a gathering storm, casting a shadow of fear and uncertainty over the kingdom. Rumors spread like wildfire through the streets, carried on the lips of merchants and travelers who spoke of dark omens and foreboding signs. Tales of a neighboring kingdom's plans to invade Lagos filled the air, sending waves of panic rippling through the populace. Princess Ngozi, her heart heavy with worry for her homeland, sought solace in the arms of Olanrewaju, her steadfast companion and confidant. Together, they watched as the city braced itself for the inevitable clash, its streets alive with the frenzied activity of preparation and defense. As the threat of invasion drew nearer, Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju knew they must act swiftly to protect their kingdom from the impending onslaught. With a sense of determination born of love and loyalty, they rallied the city's warriors and strategists, forging alliances and fortifying defenses in anticipation of the coming battle. But even as they prepared for the worst, Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju could not shake the gnawing sense of unease that gripped their hearts. They knew that the fate of Lagos hung in the balance, and that they alone could not stem the tide of war that threatened to engulf their homeland. In the quiet moments before the storm, as the city held its breath in fearful anticipation, Princess Ngozi and Olanrewaju stood side by side, their spirits intertwined in a bond that transcended mortal boundaries. With courage in their hearts and hope in their souls, they prepared to face whatever fate had in store, knowing that their love for each other and for Lagos would see them through the darkest of days. As the warm breeze swept through the bustling streets of Lagos, whispers of impending danger stirred in the air. Rumors, like tendrils of smoke. This is just the beginning of this epic tale. Give us thumbs up, comment and share. If you have not subscribed yet to JoyTube, please subscribe now, so that when we release the next episode, you will be the first to see it. Thanks for watching.